Alright, today I'm going to show you how I sort and I pull my orders. Let's get it done. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pre-sort all this because half of my inventory is stored on this side and the other half is stored over here. So I'm gonna do a real quick sort. That way I can take all my bins over there and sort them and put them away. And then that way I don't have to work on both sides at the same time. Do it. So here is a very good example of like a fast sort, not one where I do massive amounts. When my totes start filling up, we always turn around and refill. So when we refill, only one or two items end up going into each tote. So you can see here, when I do my pre-sort real quick, I just end up throwing all my stuff that needs sorted on top of the totes. That way I can come back real quick and just pitch those into the totes. And now farther back into our S, like this is S1, our S2 is a newer tote. So I'm putting 5, 6, 7 items in each one of those. So that's kind of how that pre-sort works really nice. That way I have totes of all that, multiple items that can't just be thrown on. And here shortly, because I'll move back farther into inventory, I'm only putting 1 or 2 on top, and then it flows real smooth. I come back through and then just put them all back into the totes. That's how it works. Easy peasy. So if you see, I actually label each one of my aisles, so I know each one of what my range of totes are inside of that rack. So what I'm going to start doing soon, because I have so many of them, I'm going to have a tote for each one of the racks, and that way when I'm actually photographing, I'll separate right into it, and that way I don't have to do this pre-sort anymore. So when we get to where we actually start pulling orders, and then that's where we do like a sort and a clean inside of each one of the totes. So when you open a tote, you can automatically see right off the bat where we threw this stuff inside the top when we did our sort. So when I actually start pulling orders, we'll pull these off, and then I'll go through and I'll pull my order in the tote. So I normally start from the back, because the back is the newest stuff that we normally put in. So I throw it on, and as you can see, we can keep the priority separated. So these are my flat rates, and these are my first class, just poly mailers. I use the first class a lot on there because first class I can see on the shipping label, so I'm gonna know it's gonna be poly, and then all my priorities I know is gonna be the flat rate boxes, or flat rate envelopes, I mean. So I can do a real quick look on the back of the shipping label and see where in the bin I need to start looking at, because I don't put these in order. It doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just as quick as I can put it in here. Does take some time to find, but with that first class and priority, it kind of speeds up things a lot. So when I print my shipping labels, I also print the instruction label that normally comes with the sheet. So it'll actually have the shipping label, and then my instruction, and then the actual packing slip. And then this is what I use to actually pull, because my location is actually listed on this. So that way I can actually see it and the label to see if it's the priority or first class. So this is what I actually use as my actual picking sheet. So one thing I try to do every time I actually pull orders is I verify the actual bin locations. So I don't know if you can see or not, but each one of these actually have the bin location and which one it actually is. There's 30 in a tote, so this is the last one in the tote. And then I go through each one of these and I make sure that every one of these say G1. So every time I'm doing this, I'm doing a pre-inventory of all my stuff. And yes, I do find stuff mixed in and fixed. So I try to make sure that I find any issues before they actually become issues online. So now I take our little pick ticket that we had, I slide it under there, and this order's done. Now, after all orders have been pulled out of this tote, make sure that all these are nice and tight, and then we take all the stuff that we sorted and start feeding them back here and getting them all back together. Now when I do my sort, I always check and double check the bin number as well. Just extra levels of ensuring that things don't get messed up. Well, I hope that helped at least explain a little bit more of what's going on down here. If you have any more questions or maybe even processes that'll help me out to progress farther, don't hesitate to leave the comment below, see what I can do and answer them, and we'll get it taken care of.